I really like Terence Crawford, right? Because of his shooting style. Now, Terence Crawford is due a massive performance. And I think Canelo's made for him. Canelo doesn't fight with any urgency anymore.
I know his spirit.
Yeah?
You got a killer in him. He a silent killer. I've been around niggas like that in the hood. Them niggas lay back until you bring it out, and then they just...
Terence Crawford closed out his final day of camp with fire in his eyes, fully locked in for the clash against Canelo Alvarez. At his side was Turkey Alalshik, backing him with energy and belief throughout the grind. Crawford openly thanked Turkey for riding with him every step of the way. Still, he made it clear, training is only preparation. The real mission lies ahead, and with confidence blazing, he vowed victory on fight night.
You must job ain't done yet. Yeah. Job ain't done yet. Yeah. Later they deliver the job. No retirement. Get it. Yeah.
Terence Crawford has attacked the final stretch of camp with unmatched hunger, grinding every single day to prepare for the biggest showdown of his career against Canelo Alvarez. Inside the gym, he's pushed himself through brutal sparring sessions, fine-tuning his reflexes, sharpening his defense, and unleashing crisp, punishing combinations. His team highlights his laser-like focus and unbreakable discipline, proving he's left nothing to chance. Every clip shows a fighter sculpted for war, lean, explosive, and fueled by determination. Crawford now carries the look of a man prepared not just to fight, but to conquer when the lights shine brightest. Terence Crawford has attacked the final stretch of camp with unmatched hunger, grinding every single day to prepare for the biggest showdown of his career against Canelo Alvarez. Inside the gym, he's pushed himself through brutal sparring sessions, fine-tuning his reflexes, sharpening his defense, and unleashing crisp, punishing combinations. His team highlights his laser-like focus and unbreakable discipline, proving he's left nothing to chance. Every clip shows a fighter sculpted for war, lean, explosive, and fueled by determination. Crawford now carries the look of a man prepared not just to fight, but to conquer when the lights shine brightest.
How do you see this fight with Canelo going?
I'm definitely going to win the fight, sure. But, I think it's going to be a tough fight. I think he's going to bring the best out of me. I'm going to bring the best out of him, and it's going to be an exciting fight.
Unlike fighters who risk overtraining chasing perfection, Crawford has mastered the smart approach. He openly admits he won't push his body past its limits, focusing instead on delivering maximum output within precise, structured sessions. This reflects his maturity as an elite athlete who knows recovery and balance are just as crucial as sweat and punches. Crawford stresses that his relentless effort in camp is more than enough, warning that extra strain could lead to fatigue or injury. He's keeping his body sharp, primed, and ready for fight night.
Well, right now, I'm not training hard. I'm not even training, really. I don't want to overtrain because me personally, when I go in the gym, I give my all, and I don't want to burn myself out.
Lester Martinez, Crawford's main sparring partner, has delivered a chilling warning about what Canelo Alvarez is about to face. After countless hours in the ring with Terence during camp, Martinez confidently claims that Crawford's power is overwhelming, even for a fighter of Canelo's caliber. He insists that despite the perception of Canelo being naturally bigger, Crawford carries equal strength and presence in the ring. Martinez has witnessed punches so fierce that he's convinced a true beast is on the prowl. Insights from a sparring partner like him reveal Crawford's peak form, making it clear that Canelo is stepping into a storm he may not be ready for.
No, está como dicen muchos, está cabrón. Está preparado, está listo, a pesar de venir de una categoría muy abajo. subir a las 168, pues yo te digo, el sparring con él, tanto lo he ayudado como he sentido que él me ha ayudado también a mí. Entonces, anteriormente estaba enfocado en ayudarlo, pero luego que me dijeron que yo iba a pelear, ¿sabes qué? Necesito ayudarte, pero que me ayudes. Y ya en el ring nos entendemos, ahí yo casi no hablo inglés. Todavía voy practicándolo, pero en el ring nos entendemos muy bien y hay una buena vibra, pero él está listo y yo también estoy.
El tema del peso, ¿cómo crees lo afectará la noche de la pelea haciendo sparring con él?
¿Cómo?
Haciendo sparring con Terence, la gente habla, pues el Canelo es muy grande,
Sí.
2 categorías.
Bueno, en realidad en tamaño creo que están iguales, pero en diferencia de peso, sí, a lo mejor Canelo está más acostumbrado a esa categoría que Terence, pero te digo, vengo haciendo sparring con él desde que estaba en las 147 libras, mi primer sparring con él en las 147, yo era ya 168, sigo siendo 168, y lo único que hizo ahora pues es subir de peso, aumentar de peso, y sí, se siente muy diferente en haber hecho sparring con él en 147 y ahora hacer sparring con él en 168. Pero yo creo que
¿Cómo se siente diferente?
en el sentido que le he sentido más pegada, más explosivo, la rapidez, el snap lo tiene todavía el cabrón, no lo ha perdido, lo he sentido, pero creo que la nutrición que lleva, el equipo de trabajo con el que tiene.
Former champion Duke McKenzie has confidently predicted that Crawford is built to dismantle Canelo Alvarez. He points out that many of Canelo's recent opponents weren't truly elite, making Crawford a challenge unlike any he's faced before. McKenzie emphasizes Terence's unmatched versatility, sharp adaptability mid-fight, and elite ring IQ, all tools designed to exploit Canelo's weaknesses. While Canelo has dominated a range of fighters, he hasn't faced anyone with Crawford's precise timing, devastating skill set, and calculated power. According to McKenzie, this fight will test the Mexican superstar in ways no one else has managed, setting the stage for a potential masterclass.
Over the years, when you look, since he's been off the mad cow meat, right? You look at his last 5 fights, he's boxed ordinary fighters. You know, they're not in the same league. They're really not in the same league. And I think to myself, his last 5 fights, oh, what's that kid's name? Hamza Shiraz, right? So he boxed in his last fight. He knocked out what's his name?
Belanga.
Right, he knocked out Belanga. Belanga took your man there. He took him the distance. Now you only got to balance it up. If Canelo Belanga can take can take him the distance, you got to say to yourself, what is Terence Crawford going to do to Cotton? Sorry, Cotton. To
Canelo, yeah.
Canelo, sorry. Canelo Cotton. I've got the names mixed up. Right, so what's he going to do to you know what? I look at the fight and I think to myself, I really like Terence Crawford, right? Because of his hitting style. Now Terence Crawford is due a massive performance. And I think Canelo's made for him. Canelo doesn't fight with any urgency anymore. You don't get any head movement from him anymore. He doesn't show you a punch and hit you with another one anymore. There's no variety in his whole sort of makeup. And I look at him and I think to myself, Canelo's become, just in my opinion, I think he's become a little bit pedestrian in as much as goes in straight lines, comes out in straight lines. There's no urgency to his work.
One of the biggest talking points heading into this epic clash has been the weight difference, with skeptics claiming Crawford moving up to face Canelo would put him at a disadvantage. But recent training footage has completely flipped that narrative. Crawford now looks bigger, stronger, and more ripped than ever, forcing analysts to rethink their predictions. Observers are stunned at how he's added mass without losing his signature speed, precision, and agility. Some experts are even now forecasting not just a Crawford win, but a potential knockout. This dramatic physical transformation has made the boxing world question whether Canelo's supposed size edge will actually matter once both warriors step into the ring. Crawford has arrived, ready and fully capable of rewriting expectations.
Don't win fights. And everybody, it seems like, that says muscles don't win fights usually have ridiculous muscle mass. Like Devin Haney was like, muscles don't win. And Devin's like way bigger than everybody else at 135 pounds and jacked to the gills. That's that snack shit. Okay, we're not doing that. But Terence Crawford also on that snack shit. Anyway, Bud Crawford did just drop a body transformation pic. Let's take a look at it. Boom! Son, I'm sorry, I have a flat tire. Does anyone have a jack to help me out? Oh, thank you, Bud Crawford. You're actually huge. The man has abs on his abs on his abs. I'm not trying to glaze, but that doesn't look like a 147-pounder. It doesn't look like a 154-pounder. That looks like a grown man. He's definitely put some weight on, coming to 168 pounds. And I can tell you that. Now, take what I'm about to show you with a grain of salt, because it is on weigh-in day. But look at what he was at 140 pounds. Now, again, he's out of camp. Hasn't made the weight cut yet, but that's him right now. But, I mean, that is crazy. Couple of things. Yes, muscles don't win you fights. And the biggest question we have to ask now is, how will this newfound muscle mass affect Bud Crawford in the fight? Because one of the things I have said continuously about this fight is that the weight issue has been completely overblown by people. And what I mean is, there is not a massive weight disparity between these two fighters. What Canelo walks around at and what Terence Crawford walks around at is probably similar, and maybe Terence Crawford even weighs a little more. I don't know. I saw the picture of the scale of him at 186. It may be a little less when he's normally not trying to gain weight, but that's not the point of the weight difference. The point of saying there is a weight difference is that Canelo Alvarez has consistently fought and been successful at 160 to 168.
Controversy has swirled around Crawford's camp, with some speculating Turkey Alalshik's presence hints at hidden agendas, but the truth is far simpler. It's about greatness and delivering a show. Crawford remains a silent killer, calm, composed, and lethal in the ring. Analysts highlight his unprecedented leap to 168 pounds, showing he's not just adapting but thriving against a naturally bigger Canelo. Rehydrated and more powerful than ever, Terence has closed the size gap while keeping his speed, skill, and precision intact. The boxing world is witnessing a fearless fighter rewriting history. Don't miss a moment of this epic showdown. Subscribe, like, and share to stay locked in on Crawford's journey to legendary status.